Thomas, Senior Editor of Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Magazine, and I'm here today with Jean-Claude Muller, who is the Senior Vice President of Perspective and Strategic Initiatives for Sanofi-Aventis in Paris. Jean-Claude, thanks for being with us today.
Nice to see you, Paul.
Jean-Claude, there's so many things that we could talk about, but one of the things that you've been talking about here at Bio 2009 is kind of a revised partnering strategy that you have. Can you tell us a little bit about that strategy?
Yes, what we have seen in the past is that there is so much innovation outside from, let's say, the pharmaceutical industry itself, that we clearly wish to have access to this innovation. And the best way to do so is through partnering and alliances rather than trying to acquire all of those ones. Now, this is true in the private sector, in the biotechnology industry, but this is also true in the public sector, where we can see institutes, universities, large facilities which now are able to provide more than just discovery, where in fact they go a step further and they bring you something which is, let's say, some way ready to become a final product. Okay, so clearly this is so open that we wish this one. In addition, and clearly when Chris Viehbacher arrived at the beginning of December last year, he said also that he wants us to be more of a global healthcare company, moving into areas which are not only in the pharma industry, and trying to see where, let's say, new science, new technologies can bring solutions for the patients at the end of the day. So this is, in addition, not only are we looking, let's say, at partnering in areas of the life sciences, we're also looking at areas where, let's say, technology can bring new products for the patient.
So obviously biopharma and biotechnology is one of those areas that you're moving into heavily. You have a new facility outside of Paris that you've just broken ground on. Tell us what you're going to do with that facility, and what do you hope it becomes in relation to partnering with other organizations?
It used to be a facility which is almost 100 years old from the Rhône Poulenc time, and used to be a classical, I would say, 20th century chemistry type of approach. We're now transforming this one into a facility to produce early stage, mid stage, late stage products in the biological area, mainly monoclonal antibodies, but it's not the only thing. And we believe that it's such a large facility, which is more than 200 million euros investment, can be shared or can be partnered through, let's say, some ways, getting smaller biotech companies who could come to this place, being, let's say, in our yard, and producing themselves and bring maybe new technology to those places. So clearly this is also one of those paradigm shifts. Rather than saying we do it all by ourselves, this could be a place where we could have smaller biotech companies producing there too, bringing technologies, and maybe even training and having education on those sites.
How do you, what's the key to establishing relationships with companies that might be interested in, for example, locating near you there, and what's the key to sort of building strong relationships? You don't want just anybody setting up shop there. So of course, what's the key to getting the right people?
There needs a couple of things. There needs to be a shared vision of what you want to do together. There needs to be good science. Without good science, it's very difficult to do things. And then you need to have the right relationship with the people who are there. I mean, at the end of the day, an alliance is also people, and you have to have the appropriate people who wish and want to work together in the best possible ways. So I think when you look at this one, a shared vision, the possibility to have good science and a good, I would say, human relationship with those things, these are absolutely keys. I mean, they are musts. Without those ones, it's quite difficult to build a partnership.
And that's biotech, but just because you're moving heavily into biotech doesn't mean that you're forsaking small molecules. You're also into vaccines. Why are you keeping all of those as a core competency?
Again, as I said earlier, we want to be a global healthcare company. We want to provide solutions for patients. I believe that there is this arsenal of products one can bring to the patient, which are obviously the vaccines for the preventions, biologicals for, let's say, highly efficacious type of products, but quite expensive. But let's face it, I mean, history has been around that small molecules have treated, especially in chronic disease, in many, many cases, have brought the right solution too. And I do believe one needs to have the best balance between those three pillars of vaccines for mainly preventions, biologicals maybe to go for severe diseases or end diseases or difficult diseases to treat all, but small molecules because it's so easy to take, it's so easy to and also let's say in terms of costs, cost benefit, it's something. So yes, the best possible balance on those three pillars is something which I would recommend in the strategy.
Great. Well, Jean-Claude, thanks so much for talking.
Thanks so much, Paul.